DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. So, y'all saw game 2. I don't have to tell you what happened in game 2, but we want to talk a little bit about what happened. Y'all know what happened. Let's talk about what happened. LeBron James, when he's on a team that doesn't have another star that's going to take some of the load off, is my favorite LeBron James to watch. The reason why is because he is the most physically gifted player out there. And when he has to carry more of the load, it's more fun to watch him because he knows he got to carry more of the load. If we know, he knows. So he does more. He tries to do more. He accomplishes more. And it's just fun to watch when a player who's that good, that gifted, and that actually skilled, because we don't want to take away from his actual abilities, when someone who's that skilled goes out there and he knows that he has to carry the whole load, it's fun to watch that. Whether you cheering for the Cavs or you want the Warriors to win or you don't care about either team because your team's not in it no more, you have to enjoy that just as a fan of basketball. So it's fun just to watch that happen. Watching him, a lot of people are looking at this as like, all right, one guy against a whole team. But of course we know it's 5-on-5. The Cavs got role players who are not as good as some of the players that the Warriors got. After LeBron, like the next 5 or 6 best players in the series probably play for the Golden State Warriors, the guys who are healthy. And you look at the Cavs, they missing 2 all-stars, 2 guys with max contracts not playing, and LeBron carried that team to a victory. That's impressive. Like I said, I don't care what team you cheering for, who you like, who you don't like, your personal biases, whatever. You have to just respect that just as a fan of basketball. Now, as far as the details of that game, first thing we got to point out, Stephen Curry's probably never going to shoot that terribly in a game. Probably not again this series, at least hopefully not for Golden State Warriors fans. What was he, 5 for 23? He missed 13 3-pointers. Some of that was him just missing shots. It happens to everybody. He's one of the best shooters out there. I know y'all seen or at least heard about the YouTube videos where this guy hits 70 3-pointers in a row, whatever the number was he did in practice. And he can still miss. He can still go 2 for 15 from 3 in the game. Of course, there's defense in the game. But, that happens. It can happen to any player. Even the best shooter alive, he is the best shooter in the game right now. He can have a bad game. Klay Thompson had a great game. Scored a whole lot of points in the first half. I think it was 21 points by halftime. Don't call me on these stats if I don't have them accurate, but y'all get the point, all right? As far as the Cavaliers go, LeBron James, first of all, at the end of the game, the end of regulation and the end of overtime, there were some bad officiating. Officials just straight up missing calls. The thing is with the refs in the playoffs is that it's fewer games in the playoffs, so it's fewer refs who actually work. Because the NBA, they actually analyze the job of the referees. They look back at every game, they review all the calls. Like if a referee messed up on a call or missed the call or did something wrong, the referee knows about it. They hear about it from their bosses. Like, you did good on this, you did bad on that. And referees have ratings. They're not publicized. The NBA has opened it up a little bit more. They're more transparent now by like pointing out if a referee missed a foul call or this should have been a travel or that shouldn't have been a flagrant or whatever. They opened it up a little bit, because Mark Cuban was one of the first guys that really made a lot of noise about that, criticizing the refs. He spent a lot of money in fines because of it, but it actually worked because now the NBA is being more transparent, and with social media getting bigger, they have to be. But the thing is, the refs who are reffing finals games are like the best referees the NBA has to offer. These are the guys who have done the best job all season. That's how they got the job of doing the finals, because the more games they work, the more they get paid. And they probably get paid more in playoffs than they do in the regular season, just like everybody else. And the referees was just messing up at the end of the game. I mean, the LeBron play where he drives to the basket, he stopped. Iguodala was in between him and the basket, so LeBron stops and quote-unquote pivots. He definitely traveled when they showed it again. When he did it, I could see that he traveled, because LeBron gets away. LeBron does get away with some travels. He's so athletic and big and fast and strong. I don't know how or why. Listen, a lot of NBA players get away with travels. If we was to watch every game and slow down every move that happens and go through them with a fine-tooth comb, you see a whole lot of traveling going on. LeBron gets the attention because he's so damn good. So he definitely traveled on that play, because he stopped. He tried to pivot. Well, he did quote unquote pivot, but he switched his pivot foot twice. He turned and shot the shot. Andre Iguodala just blatantly fouled him. He hit him like in the elbow area. So how the referee could not see that as a foul, I have no idea. Plus, it's an easy litmus test for all you players out there or you want to be refs. When somebody reaches in on somebody with the ball, if the ball goes up in the air, that means they got hit on the arm. If the ball goes down, that means the player on defense hit the ball. Because listen, if you got the ball and I smack the ball, which way is the ball going to go? The ball's going to go down because I smacked it. But if the ball goes up, that means I hit your arm, which means I stopped you from holding on to it, so the ball goes up in the air. It's a very simple litmus test. If I know that, then I know a professional referee who works in the NBA, the highest level of basketball, knows that. So how that guy missed that call, I have no idea. And it was right in front of him. He was standing right there looking at it. He didn't see the foul. So that was crazy. So when that happened, I'm thinking to myself, wow, even though LeBron got away with the travel, but travels happen all the time. That foul, that's something that the referees usually don't miss. So when that happened, I'm thinking to myself, man, if the Cavs lose this game, they really going to feel like shit because he should have called that. That should have been a 2-shot foul. And then when they had the jump ball, because Draymond Green played some great defense down the stretch, he had that big block on LeBron's layup coming help side. And then the jump ball, when he kind of tied LeBron up, when LeBron drove into a traffic of like 3 people, Draymond jumped and reached with the right hand, and he pulled LeBron's right shoulder down with his left hand. It's a really good sneaky move. Somebody probably taught him that. It's a good quote-unquote veteran move, and the referee couldn't see it because the ref was behind. The ref was in front, so Draymond did it from behind. I'm sure somebody taught him that, and that was a hell of a move. Great sneaky little move Draymond did there. Something that a guy, he's not a super athletic guy. He's athletic, but not super athletic like LeBron. So that was a great trick that he did there. He got away with it. So the ball comes down, and LeBron catches it, and there's a violation on LeBron because he caught the ball. And they're like, yo, he pulled my shoulder down. But again, the referees reviewed this stuff, so they saw that. So I think my prediction is if Draymond gets in another jump ball, he does that again, they're going to catch him because they're going to be watching for it now because they saw him do it. But anyway, I applaud that move. That was a hell of a move. That's something that if you're going to get up against somebody who can jump way higher than you, you can use that. You get away with it once, it might work for you, and it did for Draymond. Unfortunately, they didn't win the game. As far as the Cavaliers go, Dellavedova, watching him play, he's not a guy who's that exciting to watch. Of course, you're looking at a Kyrie Irving, and then you replace him with Dellavedova is definitely a downgrade in terms of excitement. But the guy got the job done. He did what he needed to do. He had 2 plays down the stretch. I think it was either the third quarter, it might have been the fourth quarter. I don't know. Y'all can let me know. Where he comes around and pick and roll, and Bogut's kind of playing center field to take away that lob pass. And Dellavedova hits the floater twice, jumping off his right foot and shooting it with his right hand. That was a hell of a shot. He did it once. I was like, did he just jump off his right foot and shoot with his right hand? That was a nice looking shot. And the way he shot it, if you watch enough basketball, I can tell when somebody shoots a shot if they meant to do it or they just happen to do it in the heat of the moment or the spur of the moment, but they still make it, but they didn't kind of mean to. It's not something that they had practiced. I could tell the way he shot that he's practiced that. Like, that wasn't something that he just did out of nowhere. Like, every once in a while, LeBron will shoot a shot that I'm like, all right, he just did that because he just has the ability to just pull a shot out of his ass. Not to say that it don't count for 2 points if he makes it, but sometimes LeBron, I'll see him shoot shots and I'm like, he just pulled that out of his ass. The shot Dellavedova shot, that floater, I was like, he meant to do that. That wasn't no accident. And then the next time he did it, they ran the pick and roll. He did the same exact shot twice in a row and made it both times. I was like, wow, that's a hell of a shot. I've never seen anybody do that. Jump off the right foot, shoot with the right hand floater, and make it twice in a row. It was a two nice looking plays he did. Then at the end, he gets fouled on somebody who missed the shot. I think it was, I don't know who it was. And he caught the rebound and tried to tip it in, gets fouled. He's a 76%, I think they said, free throw shooter. He made both free throws calmly, no hesitation whatsoever. And then he played D on Steph Curry. Steph Curry shot an air ball from 20 feet off the step back. So, I mean, again, Steph Curry, one of the best shooters out there. That's proof positive to all y'all that anybody can have a bad day shooting. Of course, the defense has something to do with that. And again, go from Kyrie to Dellavedova, and he plays better D. He actually played better D on Steph than even Kyrie was playing on him. So that just goes to show you, man, anything can happen in basketball. Anything can happen when you're on that big stage, and you never know. when your opportunity is going to come. And Dova's had some since Kyrie's been injured, and he was ready to go. He stepped up. J.R. Smith had some really terrible fouls. That one reach-in where he tried to reach in on Steph Curry for no reason whatsoever, all the way in the backcourt, 80 feet from the basket. And I think he sent Steph to the foul line for doing that. So basically gave Golden State some free point opportunities there. Then it was a play where Iguodala found Harrison Barnes wide open under the basket. J.R. Smith, I guess he was trying to foul him, was way too late. Harrison Barnes dunks on him. He gets the and one. So J.R. Smith had a couple bad fouls in that game and fouled out. But hey, the Cavs still won the game. LeBron James, 39, 16, and 11. One thing about the Cavs offense down the stretch is kind of hard to watch them do it when they run that little pick and roll, little token pick and roll, because they're not actually trying to get anything. And basically the whole play is LeBron's going to kind of post up 20 feet from the hoop, get to catch the ball on the wing, and he's going to go one-on-one against, usually it's been Andre Iguodala. Bill Simmons likes to call that the clogged toilet offense, where basically everybody stands around and watches LeBron James go one-on-one. That offense is not working for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's absolutely not working. I get you want LeBron James to have the ball in his hands, absolutely. But LeBron is not a dude, he's not like clear out and let him go one-on-one type of guy. He's a guy who works off of when everybody else is moving, there's a pick and roll going on, the defense hasn't had their attention in multiple places, and then he attacks and makes the best play. That's how he does his best work. That's what he does for 43 minutes of the game. But then the last 5 minutes, the Cavs start running this clogged toilet offense, and it works. I mean, obviously, they in the NBA Finals tied 1-1, so it does work. I think they could do better some other ways, but who knows? I'm not a coach, so I ain't got no plays diagram that they could do instead. So I'm just saying it's kind of hard to watch them do it, but it is exciting just to see, is he going to make the shot? Is he not going to make the shot? Iguodala's playing pretty good defense, and he knows he has help behind him, and the Warriors were the best defensive team in the league this year. LeBron James is putting on a show right now. Again, no matter what team you are hoping to win, how you feel about any particular player, you must admit this man's putting on a show. It's fun to watch. So now it's tied 1-1. Of course, my series prediction was the Cavs to win this series in 6. As far as Game 3 Tuesday night, guess who I'm picking? I'm picking the Cleveland Cavaliers to come home and win. It'll be their first ever home NBA Finals game win, because they only been to the finals twice. The year they got swept, where they won no games. And now they just won their first ever game. That was on the road. So I'm picking them to win Game 3 and take a 2-1 series lead in the 2015 NBA Finals. I do predict that Stephen Curry will have a better game in Game 3 than he had in Game 2. I predict that. What else am I predicting? I don't think I have anything else to predict. I'm just predicting the Cavs going to win. I'm predicting LeBron James is going to do his thing again. This man is, man, I don't even know how many times I got to say it. The man's putting on a damn show. It's fun to watch. I don't care who you cheering for. It's great basketball. I just want to see 5 more of these games. I want to see this go to a Game 7, but I don't think it will, because I picked Cavs in 6. But I'm picking Cavs to win every game, so maybe they'll win it in 5. We'll see. Work on your game. Oh, let me know what do you think. Tell me what you think about Game 2. What do you think about what happened? What are your opinions on the refereeing? What are your opinions on LeBron traveling? What are your opinions on Stephen Curry's bad shooting night? Like I said, it's not going to happen again. And anything else that I didn't mention. And if I had any of the facts wrong, I don't think I did. But if I did, of course, I ain't even got to tell y'all. People going to call me on the facts. Of course, I know. So work on your game. Let me know what you think. Game 3 prediction. Cavaliers win, go up 2-1. You agree, disagree, why or why not? Work on your fucking game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day.